Hello, good afternoon. Oh, I'm gonna turn off my heater here. I don't know why my craft cave is always freezing. It doesn't matter what season it is. In the winter it feels freezing. In the summer it feels freezing. I think in the winter it's freezing because it's like cold outside, and if I leave any of the doors open, like to our laundry room or bathroom or whatever, it makes it super cold in here. And then I guess in the summer it still feels freezing because the air conditioner is on in the house, even if it's hot, like it's hot outside, I guess, but it doesn't make the basement feel warmer. And I am one of those people that like gets so cold all the time. So so I wear layers in the basement, and sometimes I turn the heater on. The problem is I should actually turn the heater on the moment I come down to work in my basement instead of waiting till I'm already freezing and then I turn on the heater because by then it's too late. I've gotten freezing. Hey, Lindsay, glad you're on. I know it takes a few minutes for people to find me, but it's Tuesday afternoon. It's 2 p.m. I'm here. How's everyone doing? My mother called me today and asked me, when is this going to be over? And I wish I had an answer. I'm asking myself the same question. When is this going to be over? So hopefully we're hanging in there. I just saw someone post on the Facebook feed something about 8 more months. And I'm hoping they're not talking about 8 more months of complete social isolation here. But I don't know. I haven't watched Mr. Trudeau's talk today, so I'll try and watch it later. I don't know. Did he do a talk today? I think he did. So I'll have to watch and see what the news is. But to help me today, actually, I was glad that I was getting on today. It gave me a reason to get changed. So yay. Thank you for being here on Tuesday at 2 so that I could give myself a reason to get changed. I even brushed my hair. It's a big day. And then I wore this I don't know what you call it, this pullover? No, pullover's not the right word. Like this zippy thing with a zipper. This coat. It's not really a coat either. It's not really for outside. Anyway, it was a gift I received from Stampin' Up. I think it might have been my first Founder Circle event way back when they had those. And it was such a happy time. And it's a happy color. And so I thought I'd put it on today to see if it would make me feel happier. Yes, so I am happy to be here with you today. I'm happy that I'm changed. I'm happy that I'm remembering happy times. And I know this is just going to be a season. This is going to pass. We're going to be able to get together again. We're going to be able to get together with our family and our friends again one day. But for now, we're just all staying safe. Hopefully, we're all staying safe indoors. And we will still have fun with stamping, even if it means that it's from video. And it can still be fun. It can still be inspiring. And so that's why I always say, please say hi, please comment. And then that makes me even feel like we're closer together, even when we're apart. So for those of you joining in that have never seen a Tuesday at 2 before, it's basically my chance once a week. Actually, I've been doing it for a while now, even way before this, all this crazy COVID stuff started. The whole idea was just so that I could get on, share some stamping, connect with those of you who are near, but also those of you who are far, and share with you my stamping creation, share with you Stampin' Up product, share with you announcements that's going on in my business that I want to share. So it's a way for us to just stay connected. So what I do is that each month I actually showcase a different product of the month over the Facebook Live. So it's always Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're in the month of April. And do you guys remember? Last week was the first week on Tuesday for April, I believe. And I unveiled that the product of the month was using the very cute Witty-cism Stamp set. Hi, Paulette. Good to see you. Hi, Kathy. Yes, absolutely. You can all say hi to each other when you hop on. I love that. We have to connect. We have to connect even more when we can't really gather in person. So this is our stamp set of the month. So every week on Tuesday, I'll be showing a project using this stamp set. So I'm excited to show you what we're going to do today. And if you remember, last week this was the, oh, it's still in the envelope. Let me pull it out. Last week, this was the project I stamped for you guys. And many of you commented that you thought it was a cheerful, happy card as well. That's why I liked it. This stamp set is so cute. Okay, so let's see. What announcements do I have before I dive into the stamping? Oh, big announcement. If you guys are on my newsletter list, you would have known this if you checked your email. Stampin' Up! Updated the clearance rack, the online store. So all you have to do is go to genevieve.stampinup.net and click shop now, and that'll take you to my online store, and you can click clearance rack to see all the new items that they've uploaded on the clearance rack. The great thing about the clearance rack is that all the products have slashed prices there. So those are like overstock items or items that are retired, things like that. So you can get some really good finds in there. The thing is, they are only while supplies last. So you don't want to spend too much time deciding what you want. You just got to shop and hit the submit before the stuff disappears. But that was the exciting news today, to wake up and see that. So I sent an email this morning. Hopefully, if you guys are on my newsletter list, you will have gotten that news. So make sure you get on the clearance rack and nab those great deals. Okay, so that was one announcement. The next announcement is I'm continuing with my technique classes. They're always on the first Monday of the month, so it's time now to register for May's technique class on the first Monday of the month. We are doing everything via video conference now, but you can pick up the packets from me. They'll be ready before the class, and you can pick up the packets and stamp along with me when I do the class online on the first Monday of the month. And I'm thinking 2 of the cards will sort of be fancy window folds, fancy folds, and the third one will be sort of a fancy technique with vellum. So that's what I'm thinking. Technique class is always a little bit just more fancy tips and stuff like that. So if you want to sign up for technique class, let me know. I'll post the link later on after this video posts, and you guys can sign up. I have 2 sessions. I have a 10 a.m. session and a 7 p.m. session. So what I've been doing, what I did last month, is I just sent out a video conference link, and you can join in either the 10 a.m. session or the 7 p.m. session, and you can see how I make the cards. And the class fee is just $25, or it's completely free if you place an order the night of the class. So you can keep that in mind, do a little happy stamping therapy, and have fun. So it's time to register for that. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll flip the camera over. I still do have a couple of announcements, but it's just easier to show you guys because I want to show you some things. It's easier to show you if I flip the camera around. Oh, hi, Maureen. Good, good. You guys are tuning in for Tuesday at 2. I love that. I love being able to share with you. So, oh, and don't forget, you get entered into a drawing if you comment or share the video. And so last week's winner was Carmen. So Carmen, I put a little treat for you in an envelope, and hopefully we'll get to walk over to the mailbox tomorrow or so. And thanks for tuning in last week. So this week, make sure you're commenting. I'm always grateful if you share my video as well, because that's how I get to broaden my reach of happy stamping. Okay, so let me see if I can flip over the camera. One thing you're going to know about me, if you don't already know, is I am not a technological guru. So I'm pretty grassroots here, so I hope I don't make you dizzy when I flip the camera over, and then I will share some stamping with you. Hi Debbie, good to see you. Okay, see you. I feel like I should put that in quotes. Okay, let's see if we can flip this camera around, and I'll do a couple more announcements, and then I'll share some stamping with you. Okay, I hope this works. I hope this works. I hope this works. Okay. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Okay, try to straighten it up a bit. Okay, and let's see if we can get rid of that shadow. Hi, Mary. Okay. Okay. So, As you guys know, and I mentioned, the clearance rack has been updated. So if you want to shop directly online, you can go to my website, click the shop now, and make sure you use this host code, because this is the April online shopping special host code. And so what it gets you this month is that you will get 4 make and take packets along with tutorials for the projects that I've been showing on Tuesday at 2. So for example, one of the make and takes you'll get will be this card that we made last week, and then you'll get the card that we make today. So yes, it's like getting a free class in the mail using the Witty-cism Stamp set. So I would recommend that you purchase the Witty-cism Stamp set if you want to complete the cards exactly as I did. So all you need to do to qualify for that free class in the mail is to shop online on my online store and use this host code, and your order needs to be at least $50. If your order's not able to be $50 because of your budget, that's okay. Any online order using this host code will still get you the 4 tutorials for the Witticisms projects. Okay, so I know it's very exciting that the clearance rack was updated. It was exciting for me anyway. Okay, so announcements I wanted to make. One is paper. Oh, speaking of the clearance rack, I thought I'd highlight one of the products that are currently on the clearance rack. It is the Gift of Fall add-on note cards and envelopes. You actually get 24 note cards, 24 envelopes, and you're not going to believe how much this is on the clearance rack. I'm not even sure. I'm actually worried. Maybe I was looking at the American pricing, but I don't think so. $3.50. Okay, like you cannot go wrong. I hope it's still there. $3.50 for a package of 24 note cards and envelopes. And these note cards are gorgeous. Let me show you. They already are pre-printed. There's this design. Sorry, when I'm talking, I end up swallowing the wrong way. Wonder where I put my water. Anyway, so there you go. These are the designs in there. So you get 12 of these and 12 of these. And then not only that, but you get the gorgeous envelopes that go along with it. Oh, Kathy, I'm glad you got the Witticism Stamp set. It is a really cute one. I'm glad I inspired you. Thanks so much. I feel like that's an honor there. Okay, and so these are the very pretty envelopes that come with this. So I don't know. I really don't think you could go wrong for $3.50. Anyway, so that's the idea of the kind of amazing deals you can get on the clearance rack. So I thought I would show you today, and that's actually going to be our little raffle prize. So don't forget to comment and talk and share this video because I will raffle off some of these note cards and envelopes next week after I see all the comments from this week's Facebook Live. But let me show you. I'm going to show you a card that you can make with these note cards. I know I'm taking a little deviation from the Witticisms, but I am going to do a Witticisms card today too. But I'm just so excited about the clearance rack. I thought I would show you some of these things because these note cards and envelopes, they originally came out as an add-on to the August Paper Pumpkin Kit. And the August Paper Pumpkin Kit, I don't think you can purchase it through Stampin' Up, but I do have some extras. So anyone who's kind of local to me or, is able to do a porch pickup, you can pick up this kit from me. It's brand new, and it's great to have an all-inclusive kit to do at home. And it makes these gorgeous tags. You get the stamp set, the ink, and it includes these little brown sacks. But they did this add-on for people who love cards as well, so that you can use the pieces from the kit to decorate your cards. And now the cards are on the clearance rack for $3.50. As you can tell, I'm really having a lot of excitement about the $3.50. Okay, because I feel like it's such a bargain. I hope I'm not saying the American price. Sometimes my website jumps around and it's not showing the Canadian price. But even if it wasn't $3.50, it's going to be pretty inexpensive. Sure, Jennifer, we can get get in contact and you can get one of the kits. So the paper pumpkin kit, if you want to get that one, it's I'm just doing flat fee $30 if you're okay picking it up from my porch. So let me just show you. Yeah, because I had finished my paper pumpkin a little while before. So I've been kind of saving these little bags because they're fun to put little treats in and stuff like that. And so you have, even when you've finished making the stuff in the kit, see, here's just the tags. You don't have to put them on the bags, right? But anyway, I'm getting distracted here. So there's all these extra things left over, even though you already did it. So I pre-stamped them because I thought I would need them all, but they give you more than you actually need, which is awesome. So why don't we, let me see, maybe I'll use this one. See, there's all these little extra ones. I'm going to do a thankful for friends like you. And then the other little bits and pieces they have in here are these like little vellum accents. And again, you get more than you actually need. Let me see if I have some to show you here. Yeah, see? You get all these like extra bits and oh, this is my favorite. This is the crushed curry seam binding. It is so soft and beautiful, and look at how beautifully it curls. Okay, so let's use that on our card. Okay, so I use some of these vellum accents, and let's yeah, I've got a tag here. Okay, so see how these note cards are meant to work together with that paper pumpkin kit? So I guess they didn't sell as many as they expected because it ended up on the clearance rack, which is, yay, good for us. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that in half. We could do the card this way or this way, but I'm keeping it really simple because at this time, my goal is to make as many cards as possible because you know why? The more I can make, the more I can send. And now is the time. If there ever was enough time, we have the time now. We need to be sending cards to bless people because we cannot get together. We cannot get together to hug people. And I feel like a handmade card is like a hug in the mail. So that's why right now my mindset is, how quickly can I make cards? How quickly can I send these cards? So I'm really trying to keep my cards designs relatively simple right now, just so that I can pump out more of them. Okay, and these note cards are so perfect. I'm going to use them to pump out a bunch of cards so that I can send them out. Okay, can you see that? I just used the vellum accents, keeping it super simple there. This is the extra tag from in the kit, but you could use, you know, a punch out, or you could cut a square of cardstock and just pop it on like that. Okay, yes, Jennifer, thank you. I did receive the card that you gave me yesterday. That was so kind. It's just like a hug in a card since we can't hug. Okay, I have to put on some of this. Look at how gorgeous this ribbon is. So let me do a little knot. I love to do just a little bow. But what's best with this ribbon is just letting the tail curl a little bit. Okay, and just letting it curl. And then we can have a really pretty little accent on the card. Okay, so we can just pop it down here like that. I think I'll use a glue dot. Okay, so here we go. So anyway, I hope this just showcases one of the wonderful things that are on the clearance rack today, but this was the one that really caught my eye because it's so nice to have pre-cut, pre-scored note cards, and you just can't beat the price. Okay, thankful for friends like you. Isn't that a wonderful card we could send right now at this time? And look how easy it was to make. So I could pump out quite a few of them because the watercolor wash background, it already dresses it up. And here's the other design that comes in that note card set. It's already got this beautiful wreath. All you would have to do is maybe use one of the little, in the kit, you could already use one of these little doodads and stamp that and stick it on, right? Quick and easy. Exactly, Bev. Quick and easy. Because the faster you can make them, the faster you can send them out, and it's like you're sending more hugs. And we definitely need more hugs at this time and season. Okay, so that was a really long, exciting thing about the clearance rack. Okay, so speaking of paper pumpkins as well, I wanted to remind you guys that it is now time. Oh, and the paper pumpkin kit was available. Okay, so you could order it on the online store too if you wanted to. I think it's only for subscribers. So you need to be a paper pumpkin subscriber to buy the past paper pumpkin kits. So if you're not a paper pumpkin subscriber, you should become one. You can definitely just become one of my pumpkin pals. And so that way, if you're a regular paper pumpkin subscriber, you're not going to miss any of the upcoming kits. And they've announced that the May kit is going to feature the not yet released in colors from the 2020-2021 catalog. So if you're not familiar with Stampin' Up, what they do is every year they release 5 new in colors that are sort of like trendy colors, and usually they only stay for a couple of years. So these colors, it's like a secret. It's like a big secret. No one knows what they are yet. But Paper Pumpkin peeps are going to know first, because we are going to, well, actually, the very first people to know the in colors are going to be Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, because on April the 22nd, we get to see the catalog online first. But then the next people to know are going to be anyone who's interested in Paper Pumpkin, because April the 24th, we're going to find out. But they've already said that the May Paper Pumpkin box is going to feature the new in colors plus Purple Posy. Okay, so anyway, be one of my Paper Pumpkin pals. I have a direct link so that you can just choose me as your demonstrator, and you can be one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers. And the great thing about that is that every month, I'll send you a handmade card to thank you for being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. On top of that, you get a special invitation to my host appreciation event when you are a month-to-month regular Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And so this year, it's looking like we might not have our usual host appreciation event, but I will be doing one online, and you will get the cards, the special cards that I'm doing completely free as a thank you for being a pumpkin pal or for having hosted a party. So anyway, that's the reminder about Paper Pumpkin. And speaking about hosting a party, I love doing stamping socials. So I've had to turn my stamping socials into online stamping socials. So this is my online stamping social menu. I have actually 4 different online options so that you can have fun stamping with your friends, but it'll be completely online, so therefore it is social distance friendly, and you can still earn free products. And you know what? I will give you a gift as a thank you for hosting. So all you have to do is pencil in a date with me, invite your friends to this virtual stamping social, and we can pick which option is best for you. I can do a stamping bingo night, a craft and create party where everybody gets their own crafting box. We could do just a sip party where everybody comes with their own beverage, and I do mostly demonstrations, but I take orders so that you as the host can receive some free product. And yeah, so there's a few options there. I will post the link for this menu in the description when the Facebook Live posts after. Okay, I'm sure you guys are getting antsy now. That's a lot of announcements. I'm sure you're antsy to see what I'm going to stamp this week using the product of the month, Witty-cisms. Okay, Debbie said she loves the phrase hug in a card. Yes, sure, you can use that phrase when you're writing cards. No problem. I'm not trademarking it or anything. Okay, so, but that's how I've just always seen it, that a handmade card is like it's like a hug, you know? So that's why I think sending out cards now is even more important. Okay, so let's use the stamp set. And I'm still going on the theme of trying to get out as many cards as possible. So today's card is not rocket science. There's nothing super fancy about it, but I do want to show you what I do when I want to make a lot of cards. Okay, so I basically come up with the design, and I usually design something fairly simple. And in this case, I am using this stamp set, which basically speaks for itself. It's already got cute images and cute font, so I knew I didn't need to add a lot. And I got this card idea from one of the team members on Team Stick, Paige. So thank you, Paige. And I just love the simplicity of this card. So I'm going to use our Daffodil Delight cardstock. Let's see whether you can tell I was cutting things out with my Daffodil Delight. Okay, so this looks suspiciously, nope, it's Daffodil Delight. It looks a little crushed curry-ish, so I was just making sure I have the right color there. No, you know what? I want a big piece of Daffodil Delight because I want to show you how I make a lot at one time. So I may as well just show you how I do it, because I don't make one card completely and then make another card completely. I kind of do assembly line and pump out as much as I can at once. So if you're just tuning in, welcome. Just a reminder that I love to see your comments and I love to connect with you, so don't be shy. And I just love to share stamping, so thanks for tuning in. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this at 2 inches, and I don't know whether this is recommended by Stampin' Up, but sometimes I cut 2 at a time. So let me show you. I'm doing 2 inches here. Let's see what else I can get out here. 2 inches, okay, and 2 inches. Okay, I am a big fan of assembly line when I want to get a lot done. Okay, so I've cut it at 2 inches. I'm putting 2 together. Sometimes I do this, okay, but it does make your blade go dull faster. But if you push really hard, you can cut 2 at a time. Okay, so it's 2 inches by 2 3/4 inches. Okay, so I'm going to cut a few of them because I don't want to just make one card. I want to make a bunch of cards. And the great thing about the 2 3/4 inch is that you don't have any wastage. Did you see that? Boom. Okay, so far the only piece that's left over is this. So if you cut 2 inches, then 2 3/4 inches, you're using practically every scrap of paper in your cardstock, Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that's exciting for you, but it's exciting for me. So you see how quickly you could use this strategy to make a stack of cards, make a bunch of cards. Okay, I'm going to show you when you want to make a bunch of cards. These are the tips. Keep the card simple, cut it in such a way so that you end up with very little waste. Okay, so look at that. I don't even know how many I have there. I didn't count. Okay, so then this is going to be our mat. So I'm going to use the Whisper White. I should have had it ready ahead of time. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to make it a little bit, like since this is the mat, I'm going to go 1/4 inch smaller. Oh, I love that, Debbie. Yeah, exactly. Once you design one, you may as well do a bunch. So since I'm going 1/4 inch smaller, I'm cutting it at 1 3/4. Okay, 1 3/4. Okay, and different colors is fun too. I should have had an example of that, but I do like to do that as well, Debbie. That's a really good idea. So you could kind of change up the colors. And then that way you never actually get too bored of it because this one is the leftover. Okay, so then I did 2 3/4, so we're going to do 2 1/2 for the Whisper White. This is going to be our layer that fits inside. Okay. Anyway, you get the idea. Instead of 2 3/4, the white is going to be 1/4 inch smaller, and so we're going to do 2 1/2. And so people say to me, especially people who don't craft, they say things like, how do you have time to do this? Like, you know, how do you, first of all, the answer to that is you make time. You decide it's important and you do it. And then the other thing is I just like cut multiples at the time. I don't tend to just do one card if I want to make a batch, if that makes sense. So just like what I'm doing now, you can see it doesn't take that much longer than if I was just making one card. Okay, so don't worry, you don't have to watch me stamp it all. I just kind of wanted to show you how one sheet of cardstock can actually make you quite a lot of pieces. Okay, so let's see, I guess that's it. We'll move that out of the way. Okay, it just goes faster. Exactly, Paulette, it goes faster. Okay, so we've already got our piece, right? We cut it 1/4 of an inch smaller. Oh, did I not do a good job cutting? Let's see. But anyway, you get the idea. I don't know why one seems a little longer here. Did I not do the math right? Okay, here we go. Okay, so there you go. That's our little piece that we're going to put on our card. And so before I start gluing everything, I just stamp it. Just stamp it all at once. So we're going to use the Relax and Chinchilla Out because that is what we need to do, even though this whole health crisis is making us a little anxious and not relaxed. But who's not going to smile when they get a card that says Relax and Chinchilla Out? Okay, you got to smile at that. Okay, so let's get our black. I'm using just our Memento black. Oh, I don't know if I juiced it up ahead of time. Let's see. We can do it here. Hope it's dark enough. It does need to be juiced up a bit. Okay, so you get the idea. See how you can just take it and stamp. You can do a whole bunch at a time. Oh, what would even be very exciting would be to use the Stamparatus. We could also do that. But anyway, okay, so you get the idea. I'm not going to stamp it all for you. Okay, and then this chinchilla needs to be colored, I think. What color are chinchillas? I'm going to do him in gray. I don't actually know what color chinchillas are. I'm not actually very familiar with chinchillas. Where do they live? Does anyone know? Where do chinchillas live? Okay, so let's color him in. I'm using the smoky slate, the light smoky slate. Okay, maybe chinchillas are like hamsters. They can come in different colors. Because when I think of a chinchilla, it kind of reminds me like of a little rodent, little hamster rodent type of thing out in the desert. Who knows? I think of chinchillas, I'm thinking Mexico here, but I could be completely wrong. Okay, so again, this is the kind of thing you could also do when you're chinchilling out, relaxing and chinchilling out in front of the TV. And then if you want to just highlight a little bit some of the shadows here, you could do that. Maybe inside the ear, we could do that. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so you imagine that I would glue that all down. So if I was doing a lot, I would stamp them all first, then color them all, then glue them all. And I am going to use our already pre-cut, pre-scored note cards. So as you can tell, I've already been showcasing note cards today. Our note cards, we have a few different kinds of note cards. These are the, what are they called? Scalloped note cards and envelopes. You actually get 20. Do I have a new pack to show you? Here. Yes, it looks like this. Okay, so you get all these different colors in here. Okay, and you get the note cards and the envelopes. So see, you could just take them all out. After you've stamped them all, glued them all, and then boom, you can just stick them on the note cards. I can't resist. I mean, you could just do that, and that's fantastic, but I can't resist. I'm going to put a little bit of matching Daffodil Delight ribbon. I'm hoping this is still available. A lot of things have been selling out from the January to June mini catalog, so you'll have to just go to my online store and see what's available. A lot of things are selling out. That's why it's not good to wait when you see things you like, because who knows if it'll be there later. Okay, so let's put this ribbon on there. Oh, I didn't do a very good straight job. There you go. And then we'll get some dimensionals and stick that on. So I know this card is not particularly wow, what a fancy technique or anything like that. But it's still, I think it still showcases how cute and versatile this stamp set is, how easy it is to use this stamp set. And of course we need gems. I'm sorry. So I am dressing it up a little more. But this is perfect for those of you watching who maybe don't have a lot of stamping supplies, or who maybe just want to get started because now you're at home and you want to do some crafting and you don't know where to begin. A simple stamp set, some ink, some paper. That's why I call Take a Sip. Stamps, ink, and paper are the way to go, my friends. Okay, oh, maybe that's a little too many rhinestones. But anyway, you get the idea. Okay, and then these note card sets already include envelopes in them. So then you're ready to roll. You can write your message to all the friends you want to, and you pop it in and put it in the mail. Okay, in your matching envelope. And even if you want to, come on, tell me you want to, because I want to. I'm not going to leave the card in. I want to take it out. I want to stamp the envelope, but I have to take the card out because it's going to be bumpy. Okay, come on, tell me you want to. Okay, so that you've got a matching envelope to go with the card. And then this is a way, I'm going to sit down probably right after this and just finish off everything since I already cut all the pieces here. I'm going to stamp them all. Maybe I'll mail them to some of the Team Stick girls, some of my club girls, some of my friends from church, and just let them know I'm thinking of them. Give them a little virtual handmade card hug. Okay, so just a reminder, guys. If you want the pieces to make this card along with every card that I'm demonstrating this week on Tuesday at 2, so you would get the card supplies for this, the card supplies for this, as well. You'll have to tune in next week to see what card I'm doing next week and the week after. And then at the end of the month, I just check my reports, and anybody who used this host code and placed an online order will automatically receive the 4 tutorials with all the measurements for the cards. But if your order is $50 or more, you'll get the card class in the mail. All you would need is your own ink and stamp set to complete them if you want to do them exactly the same. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Make sure to tune in next week on Tuesday at 2 so that you can see what I am going to create next week using the Witty-cism Stamp set. And don't forget, guys, the clearance rack is hot right now and updated, so make sure to check out my online store. And don't forget to comment because I want to send out prize to somebody and share the video. So let me just say hello and see if I can read some of the comments here. Sorry, I'm gonna flip this over. Okay, there we go. So thank you so much. Yes, the cards are cute, but you know what? It's not super cute because I am like an artist or anything. It's cute because the stamp set is cute. So I can't wait to show you what I'm gonna stamp next week. And thanks for tuning in for this week's Tuesday at 2. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.